The Curse of Tambov I, Dr. Nikolai Volkov, find myself sequestered in a dilapidated dacha on the outskirts of Tambov, my hands trembling as I put pen to paper. The events I'm about to recount defy all rational explanation, and I fear that in sharing them, I may be sealing my own fate. But the truth must be told no matter the cost. It began in the winter of 1832 when I was summoned from St. Petersburg to investigate a series of brutal killings in the province of Tambov. As my carriage wound its way through the snow-laden forests, I couldn't shake the feeling of isolation that crept over me. The world I knew seemed to recede with each passing mile, replaced by an alien landscape of twisted trees and ominous shadows. Upon reaching the village of Morshansk, I found a community gripped by terror. Windows were shuttered, streets deserted. The inn where I took lodging was a ramshackle affair, its common room empty save for the innkeeper Grigory, who regarded me with a mixture of hope and suspicion. "They say it's a werewolf, doctor," he whispered, his rheumy eyes darting about the room. "A man cursed to become a beast under the full moon." I dismissed his superstitions, assuring him that I would uncover the truth. But as I lay in my creaking bed that night, the wind howling like a tormented soul, I found myself questioning my own certainties. The following days were a blur of grisly crime scenes and whispered testimonies. Each victim had been savagely torn apart, their remains scattered across blood-stained snow. But it was the tracks that truly unnerved me, beginning as wolf prints, then transforming into human footsteps. As I delved deeper into the investigation, strange occurrences began to plague me. Objects would move of their own accord in my room. At night, I'd wake to the sound of scratching at my door, only to find the hallway empty. Was I losing my mind, or was something sinister at work? A breakthrough came in the form of Baba Yaga, a wizened crone who approached me one misty morning. "The beast you seek is no ordinary creature," she croaked, her milky eyes seeming to peer into my soul. "It is a man cursed to wear the skin of a wolf. Only silver can end its reign of terror." Despite my skepticism, I found myself procuring silver bullets from the local silversmith. On the night of the full moon, I ventured into the forest alone, my rational mind warring with a growing sense of dread. As the moon reached its zenith, I heard it, a low, guttural growl that seemed to emanate from the very earth. The creature that emerged from the shadows defied all logic. It stood on two legs like a man, but its body was covered in coarse fur, its snout elongated and filled with razor-sharp teeth. But it was the eyes that truly horrified me, human eyes filled with an intelligence and malevolence that no mere animal could possess. In a panic, I fired my rifle. The silver bullet struck true, and the beast collapsed with an agonized howl. As dawn broke, I watched in amazement as the creature's form shifted, revealing the body of the village blacksmith. Relief washed over me, but it was short-lived. As I turned to leave the clearing, I caught my reflection in a frozen puddle and saw the face of the werewolf staring back at me. Horrified, I fled back to my lodgings, convinced I was losing my grip on reality. Days passed in a haze of paranoia and confusion. I'd wake with mud on my boots and blood under my fingernails, with no memory of where I'd been. It wasn't until the next full moon that the terrible truth revealed itself. As the silvery light touched my skin, I felt my body contort and change. The curse had not been broken, it had merely been passed on to me. Now, I write these words in the fading light, knowing that as night falls, I will once again become the very monster I sought to destroy. I've sealed myself in this remote dacha, praying that I can keep the beast contained. But a part of me knows that it's only a matter of time before it breaks free. To anyone who finds this account, I beg of you, stay away from Tambov, for in these cursed forests a horror beyond imagination lurks, wearing the face of a man by day and the skin of a wolf by night. And as for me, Nikolai Volkov, I am damned to walk the line between man and beast for all eternity, a living embodiment of the terrifying truths that lurk in the shadows of our world.